So bank holiday today for the US and China. In the case of the latter, Lunar New Year, and that means they're going to be out tomorrow and the day after as well. So for the Eurozone, low impacting data for today, a little bit more impacting tomorrow with the Eurozone preliminary GDP for fourth quarter of last year, as well as the W economic sentiment figures for the bloc and for Germany. A lockdown there extended until March. Expectations for tomorrow's figure to be slightly worse than previous. And when it comes to US impacting data, really starts to come on Wednesday. And that's because we get retail sales 2 months in a row of contraction. Expectations are this time for a positive figure. When it comes to consumer price index or CPI figures, we get them out of UK and Canada. This is following last week's slight miss out of the US, but where both consumer and investor inflation expectations have been rising. Now, EI's inventories estimate is usually published on Wednesday. However, because we've got the holiday today, that means they're pushed until Thursday. Story so far has been one of significant drawdowns. Last week's sizable 6.6 million deficit, a plus for energy prices, also gapped higher this morning as well, where it still has plenty to contend with over the long term. Thursday's unemployment claims, last week it was worse than expected, better than previous, still relatively high. Housing data also is going to be on offer on that day as well. So what about on Friday? The big one globally, really, preliminary manufacturing and services PMIs for plenty. US, UK, Eurozone, Australia, as well as Japan. Ongoing theme, expansion in with above 50 figures for the manufacturing sector, sub 50 contracting readings when it comes to the services sector for countries that continue to experience lockdowns. Also going to be some retail data for UK, Australia, and Canada. And for oil, Baker Hughes overcount for the US. Number of active oil rigs rising to 305 last week, but still well below pre-pandemic levels. So when it comes to central bank monetary policy announcements, we don't really have any, but we do have release of minutes. We got the Reserve Bank of Australia tomorrow, the Fed on Wednesday, and the European Central Bank on Thursday. There's also the GameStop hearing on Thursday as well. And when it comes to earnings, we do have a few big names this week, including Walmart on Thursday. We also have UK banks starting on Thursday with Barclays, NatWest on Friday, and a few big ones next week.